Hi. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Patchwork Party. This Patchwork Party live. It is August, and we are here with lots and lots and lots and lots of projects and stuff to show you. Lots of good stuff to show you. So usually, so Joe is not here tonight, so anything can happen and already has. So I'm already going to be in trouble because I didn't charge up my phone, so we couldn't use my phone for videotaping, so I'm already going to be in trouble. So let us know if you can hear us, if you can see us, so just shout out. I don't know how many people are out there. He usually tells me how many people. I don't know if you can. Okay, good. Yeah, so we're gonna just hang in there for a second or two as people come on and just shout out and let us know if you can hear us. So hopefully we've got that stuff going right, because otherwise I get in trouble if things aren't right. Joe will go like, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you turn that on? So I think everything is turned on. I think everything is turned up. I think the camera is on. So hopefully we are going to be okay tonight, even without Joe. So anything could possibly happen will probably happen. So Jeannie's behind the camera tonight, and Sherry's at the computer, and we want to welcome everybody. I'm Karen. We're here at Sew and Save, and we're doing Patchwork Party Live. Be sure to like us and comment so that your name goes into the comment, or the the little thing that spins the wheel and picks the prizes for tonight, because at the end of the night we have some gift cards to hand out. And make sure that you share us also, because that puts your name in as well. So please like us and share us and comment, and your name will go in to win a gift card. Don't forget that PP20 gets you 20% off of everything that I show you tonight. So if you have any questions, any comments, just please put them in this comment section below, and we will answer your questions and get things all set up for you, so you can win a prize tonight and get a good discount. So hi, everybody. Did you see anybody's name? Sometimes we say hey to people. Hope you all are out there. Pat. Hey, Pat.
Monica.
Oh, Monica. Hi, Monica. How's your elbow? If that's the right Monica, if that was Monica Clam. Yeah. Could be another Monica. Could be a couple other Monicas. What do we know? So we really appreciate your coming along. We just had our trunk show for the holiday, Christmas, fall, Halloween, and we had lots and lots of fun. We were just on a mystery trip on Friday and had fun with that. And coming up, we have some other trips, so watch your emails for that. We still have a couple spaces in, I don't know. Oh, Madison bus trip. So the bus going to Madison, we still have some bus spaces for, so sign up for that if you're interested in going to Madison to the Quilt Show. That is September 5th. Our bus is going. It's a Friday. We will pick you up at the Park and Ride up by Ryan Road, and we can also pick you up at Highway 20 and 94. There's a Park and Ride. We will pick you up there, or you can stop in at Sew and Save, and we'll take you from here. So there's still spaces left for that, so please sign up if you're interested in coming along with us. Let's see. Do you think we have enough people to get started and going? Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. We have some new stuff. Let me start. We're going to start right over here to your right. Don't forget, I'm going to say it one more time, to like us, share us, and comment so that your name goes into, I'm going to kind of step this way, and we're going to turn the light. There we go. Now they look pretty. Poor Sherry, we're blocking her in. So that your name goes into the comment picker, so hopefully you will win a prize tonight. Like us, share us, comment. PP20 gets you 20% off your sale tonight. So this is the first quilt we're going to show you tonight. It says, Gather with a Grateful Heart. And put those down there. With a grateful heart. It is a beautiful quilt, super simple to make, very traditional. Love it a lot. It would look pretty on a couch, kind of hanging over the back of a chair or a couch even, or on the end of your bed. It's 51 by 69, and it comes with everything that you need to do the top. the back is separate and you need 3 1/4 yards. So really just a really pretty traditional happy fall quilt. Can put it up all fall, September, even August. Yeah, August, September. I put pumpkins out at towards the end of August. I just got my 4th of July stuff down, so yeah, so it's pretty soon, pretty soon. Every month we do a little charming quilt, and this is, I'm going to go backwards a half a second, and this is our charming quilt for July. Am I upside down? No, I don't think it matters. No, yes it does. No, yes it does. There we go. Okay, cats. So this really adorable line of fabric has cats on it for Christmas. So if you're not into Christmas cats, though, there are tons and tons of other fabrics in this line that are super cute that don't have anything to do with cats. It's kind of like butterflies. What was I going to say? There's a cat.
Right there.
But you can see in other fabrics, like this one doesn't have cats, that one doesn't have cats, no cats, no cats, no cats. These little cute little candy canes are really fun. So it is kind of a Christmas line. There are other pieces in it, and I probably will show you later. But even like this doesn't look Christmassy at all. But it's just really kind of winter. So it's just a pretty line. The colors I thought were really different. And when we get around to the other side, I'll kind of show you that a little bit more. But this was our July charming quilt. And as you know, those of you who have gotten charming quilts before, I'm just going to pop this down for a second. All of our charming quilts come in the really cute little project bags. So your whole project comes in here. I don't think the back is not included on these two, but everything else that you need for this project is. So this one is our July quilt. We didn't quite get this ready for Patchwork Party last month, so we're showing it to you again this month. So this one is the July, and then this is our August. Isn't this fun? Fig Tree Fabrics. I was going to sneak back over. Oh, we didn't get labels on stuff? Okay, so but this is our charming quilt. I don't know what size it is because it's this size. Like this and like this. Bigger than this one. This one's 37. So bigger. Yeah, about 50-ish, something like that. So about 50-ish. Really cute. We still have to get our binding on. We have a really cute stripe that we're going to put on for the binding. So it's really just a fun one. And again, this comes in the project bag with your charm pack, your background, border, binding on that. So in the Patchwork Party section of our website, PP20 gets you 20% off.
The pattern is tossed. I don't know what.
But yeah, the pattern is called Tossed. That's all we can tell you. It's the way it is. Very cute. But that's our August charming project. Then I'm going to sneak over here. This was so popular at our trunk show that it sold out. Excuse me. So I contacted the company right away, and they sent us more fabric, and we were able to make more kits. So you get to see it again tonight. This fabric, so it's all batiks. This fabric is super cool. I'm going to show it to you big because it's really fun. And people have been just buying it off the bulk because it is just such a fabulous, fabulous batik fabric. It's so much fun. But the quilt, or the table runner, is really cool. It's called the Wheels Runner. It includes the backing as well. So everything you need for to make it is in the kit. And she did a really cool job of quilting it. You can see a great big spider here and spider webs. So it's really, really cool. So all of these are batik. Even like the spider web up here is a batik spider web. So really, really fun. Love the stripe binding on here. That really makes it fun. So really fun project to make. Very cool table runner. So that was super popular. That one just flew off the shelves before we even got done. I think it even sold out maybe on the first day. It was people loved it. I love it too. This one is called Christmas Star.
Yes.
Christmas Star. Ha! Got it right. Christmas Star, because we don't have a label on that either. It is, we are thinking of doing a class on this. It'll just be like a 4-hour class in the afternoon. It's super fun to do. We have kits, so the price of the kits will be included in the class. No, we don't have a date yet. So if you're not into doing a class, if you don't want to do a class, there are kits available for this. But I think we're also going to include the price of the kit in the class. So if you're thinking of taking the class, hang on 5 more minutes. And like towards the end of the week, we'll send out an email and you can sign up for the class. And this kit will be included in the price of the class. But it's really fun. It turns out really cool. Everything matches up really nice. Everything goes together really good. And it's just a really pretty star. So I kind of want everybody to make the same one because kind of making your strip sets are a little tricky. So it can get confusing if everybody has different fabrics. So once you make one of these, you're going to want to make another one. So I'm thinking of making like a patriotic one. So I have a patriotic star. So once I make one, you can make another. And probably in class I'll have a patriotic star one going so you can see what that looks like. So really cool star. A lot of fun to do. I thought the quilting turned out really fun.
I'm assuming the wheels runner one, the pattern comes with that, right?
The pattern comes with the wheels, yes. This is called New Set of Wheels or something like that. What is it called? New Wheels Runner. And the backing comes with it on this one. Not this backing. And the pattern.
The pattern and, okay, the pattern.
Yeah, they didn't give me the backing I wanted. The backing is actually the orange. It's going to be the orange spider webs, which looks like this, which is a lot more fun than the one they put on the back. Oops, I'm throwing all the bolts all over. So your backing will have the orange spider webs on the New Wheels runner. Super cute. So I'm going to put that back up. Okay, so that's that. Brand new to the store, came in kind of Friday-ish, is this absolutely fabulous flannel from Clothworks. It's camper fabric designed by Dan DePaulo. And if you don't know Dan DePaulo, he's a fabric designer out in Burlington. So he's a local designer. And look at how cool this is. So great camping fabric. We're going to make a very simple camp quilt, something that you can, just wrap around you and sit in front of the fire in the fireplace, or take it outside in front of the campground. Oops, this is kind of upside down. I always do that. Wait, one more time. There we go. Got it. Look at the campers. So cool. Love this fabric a lot. And it's flannel. It's so good. Flannel's so good. Another part, I don't know where I got this from. Here. Something like this. These are really cool because they're like little stars, like a starry night. I don't know if I can pull it out. Here we go. Like a starry night. And it kind of has like some cool texture to it. So you can really see the texture to it. This one's kind of a brownish gray. There's a blue over here. So there's kind of a greenish color wave. And then there's a bluish color wave. So when we get the kits made, I think we're going to make a sample in the green. But you'll also be able to order a kit in the blue, if blue is your vibe. And this is just a really cool kind of just basically all over kind of texture, almost like a wood texture kind of thing. So cool. So there's this one. And there's red and blue, like I said, and more stars. And then blue campers going this way. There we go. Got it. We got it. So really fun camping fabric. Love it.
Somebody asked if the new wheels kit was in the Patchwork Party section. It will be soon. I'm working on it.
Okay, we thought we had it in the Patchwork. The new wheels table runner is, give us like 5 minutes. We thought it was in the Patchwork Party section. Apparently it was not. So Sherry's working on putting it in there for you.
And then they'll have to refresh their page.
Yeah, so if you have a sale going and you couldn't find this, you'll have to refresh your sale page, and then you'll be able to find this.
How wide is the camping flannel?
45, 42.
45 inches.
Well, the camping fabric is about 42 inches. Yeah, your basic width.
It's not,
Okay. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, the new wheels will be up in a second. This just came in like yesterday, the day before, something like that. Yesterday was Sunday. So no, it didn't come in yesterday, but it did come in like Friday. This is thatched. So if you love your thatched fabric, which is kind of one of our, probably one of our most popular basics, they now have thatched dotty. And I think Robin Pickens designed the little dots on there. The colors are just fabulous. So this will be a new basic. There is 20 of them. I think they had some issues with printing. I was supposed to get a 10-yard bolt of everything, and I have a mishmash of 10 yards, 15 yards, 12 yards, 11 yards, and I only have 14. But the rest are on their way. So we will have all 20. I'm going to look into, I think we're going to have some, by next time we'll have fat quarter packs and maybe half-yard packs of these, because I think that will be really fun. And we're also going to, we're also waiting for some jelly rolls and probably maybe some layer cakes and char packs. What do you think? Let us know what you think. What would you like to see in this? Because this is really fun. The colors are fabulous, and just the dots are fun. The dots are all different sizes. They don't go in a line. I hate dots that go in a line. I like random dots, so they're really fun. And the white is fabulous. There's a white. They have, what are they calling this? Blizzard. This is Blizzard. And then we have cream, so really two good, just like basic backgroundy ones. Awesome. For just the background of a quilt, give it some texture and some interest without having something scream out at you. So really, really cool. Yeah, it's just cool. Love it. I'm going to move this I'm going to move this camera over. I'm going to move this light over. This one is, this one was our, what's this month? July. No, we're in August. This one was August. This is our, my months are all messed up because, of course, I'm working like 2 months ahead. So this was our August Stripology Quickies quilt, and it's called Holly. And this is a holiday fabric from Kansas Trouble. So it's really cool. You can see some little bells in here. So it doesn't really look Christmassy. I guess the bells will kind of throw it off. But otherwise, it's just a really kind of pretty wintry quilt and really cool. And you can see the bells are quilted into the quilt. So it's just it was really, really pretty. Fun quilt to make. Stripology Quickies. We have fat quarter packs someplace. I think there's some fat quarter packs left. We'll have to take a look for those.
we'll have to look.
Wait, there might be. There may be, there might not be, because this was pretty popular. Can't tell you for sure. And I think we have most of the fabrics, so we have those available, so we can cut you fat quarters anytime. This little quilt is called Believe, I believe.
Yes,
I believe it's Believe. So we have kits for these. Not a very big quilt, which is okay. Sometimes we don't need a really big quilt, but just really pretty. I love the panel. I love the Santa with the reindeer and the little,
I love that
the church.
Offset.
Yes, I like that the panel is not in the middle of the quilt. It's real. I think it's really fun that way too. I love the church and the little diagonal stripes with the snow and the it looks like grass and snow, and then the sky with the stars. It's really fun, and not a hard quilt to make. Really simple. These are just half square triangles, so super easy to make. This is your entire panel. Comes out to here. I like the little church. I just think it's so lovely. It's just so pretty. And, you know, sometimes you don't need a lot, but it just looks so nice. So really, really fun quilt to make. So it's called Believe. PP20 gets you 20% off. It's in the Patchwork Party section of our website. Don't forget to like us, share us, and comment so your name goes in for a prize at the end of the night. Some of you might have seen the little video that we put out. Bailey and I were making this rug a couple weekends ago, and she was helping me. It was really fun, and she loves this little quilt now. I have to bring it home. It's not a quilt, rug. But it's been a long time since we've had a rug class, so everybody has wanted to have a rug class. So we will have another one because some people are like, oh, I wanted to do it, but I can't. I'm not available. So this is not an entire jelly roll. I had used some of this jelly roll for a project. Don't ask me for what. I don't know. So this is the remainder of the jelly roll that's been kind of sitting around my house for quite a while. So I was happy to put it to good use. We do have one of these jelly rolls available. It is not in the Patchwork Party section of the website, but we do have it in the store if you're interested in stopping by getting one of those. The class is next week, 20th. Wednesday. 20th is Wednesday. I was either Wednesday or Thursday. 20th. So there's still space. You can sign up for the class. I will be in the next day or two sending out a supply list and a little homework that you have to do before class. But it's an all-day class on Wednesday from 10 to 4. So it is on the website for you to sign up with under the calendar of our website. So fun. You can either make a round rug or an oval rug. So you can make either one. Don't make no name on me. They're both fun to do. And I'll show you how to do both. So really fun rug class. Haven't done one in a long time. It's time. And we will do another one, maybe more in the winter when we have more time. New from Lorie Holt. Lorie Holt is coming out with, I think it's called Gentler Times. And we got our little mugs. So if you're a Lorie Holt mug collector, this is the newest little Lorie Holt mug. It has the little geese with the little quilt blocks, which then matches her newest seed packs. And I'm just going to kind of lay them down here. Well, this is number 2, so we're out of order already. Here's number 1. So there's 9 of them. And each seed, so we have the instructions that come in here. Usually we will also put them together with fabric to make little kits, but right now we just have the patterns. So there's, like I said, 9 of them. Each little goose has its little bow tie, has its own special wing, and then it has its own special quilt block. Should I just put on top maybe? Yeah, we're running out of space on top of our bolts here. We've got this and that one and that one. So we have all 9 have just come in, so we have them all. Super cute. Super cute. Can't wait. I don't know if I have time to make them all, but I'm certainly going to make some. Table runner would be really cute. Wall hangings would be really cute. I could kind of have a goose quilt. That could be. And she always, on her blog and her website, always has quilt projects that go along with these seed packs. So you know what to do with the seed packs when you get your blocks made. I'm going to kind of push this over and out of the way. Oh, a door hanger would be so cute. Oh, porch goose? I don't have a porch goose. I could have a porch wall hanger.
There's the first problem.
There's my first problem. I don't have a porch goose. It is a thing. Yes, it is a thing. I've seen those. Yeah. I don't have one, but I've seen those. These just came in, so we have not had time to make them. I suppose we should just put that light back. I think it's pretty good there. These are really cute. They're called Duo Dinos, and they're those little, I don't know what they call them, a sensory toy, fidgets, sensory toys, whatever. So they come in different colors. You can see we have different colors of the little dinos. Everything that you need to make these are in your little kit, all the little pieces of ribbon, the little dotty minky that has some nice texture. This one's a rainbow. Yeah, a rainbow. A cloud with a rainbow. And it has the little crinkle fabric in there too. So everything that you need to make these is in this little kit. So that's kind of nice. You just pick it up and go for it. Done, and make it for your little ones. So those are very cute. So we'll probably get more of these. I think they're making some other different ones too. So they just kind of started doing these. So Crinkle Toys, they're a good thing. Love them. Okay, we're going to move that out of the way. Then I'm going to move this way. We're going to come around.
Want me to follow you?
You could follow me. Follow. Can you make it? Yeah, we made a very tight area back here. So we're going to look at this quilt up here, really cute. It's called Spooks and Spells. Spooks and Spells. So it is 63 by 63, and we have kits for this. 4 yards for the back, really cool panel. So in the center are all of your panels, and the rest goes together really well. This was a pretty good seller. We've got 3 kits left. So get them while they're hot. 3 kits left of the Spooks and Spells. Okay. I think we're going to take you, I think you can just like look up, look down, look all around. So we have this Christmas Village table runner, which is really super cool. We had some fabric left on bolts, but now it's gone. I'll tell you a little bit about it. So it's made with a border stripe. So you can tell the houses are your border stripe. And then going down the center, they'll probably kill me if I open up one of these, but that's okay. I'm going to do it anyways. We'll make them seal it back up, just so that you can see what it's all about. I think there was green of this left, but this is from Moda, but there's no red left. So we have it in our kits. So your fabric comes like this. So you get a whole great big chunk. So the houses are on either side of your fabric. So they're at the selvage. Then you're going to use the center that you don't use, that you cut off, to make your little stars in the middle. So you're going to get your white to go in the center. And then you can take and you can cut, this is like 2.5 yards of this border stripe. Then you cut your binding out of this center piece too. So you have a big 2.5 yard piece of binding. I don't know if it takes 1 or 2 to go around that. So you have big pieces of binding. So out of this piece of fabric, you're going to get everything that you need to make that. So lots of fun, really pretty. So we did not, just so you're aware, when you get your kit, when you pick up a kit, the pattern is not included. So the pattern is sold separately, because I had a lot of ladies going, oh, I need 1 green and 2 reds, because I have to make 1 for each of my daughter-in-laws, or 1 for each of the grandkids, or whatever. So we did not include the pattern. So there's red, and then there's a green version as well. Okay, so you can kind of see the green version on here. So really cute. Really cute. Up on top here, really, really fun project. This is a panel that goes across the bottom, and it's called Star Over Bethlehem. It's 42 by 62, and I think it's just really pretty. I just love the panel. It'd be really nice to make it for your church, for the church entryway, or for your home. It's just really, really pretty. I thought the nativity scene was particularly nice. I like how the wise men have so many colors on, and the angel over the baby Jesus, and the little lambs. So I thought it was a really nice nativity panel. And so really simple quilt to make, and just really pretty. So we have kits for that, Star Over Bethlehem. Then over here, this is a fun quilt. This one is called First Frost. So it has a little bit of metallic in. I don't know if you're picking up on the metallic at all, but it has a little bit of metallic in there, like in these little holly branches and things. So yeah, there's a little metallic in there, a little bit of metallic in the trees, and I think just the little deer and the trees and everything are just so pretty. You could have it out all winter, not necessarily a Christmas thing. So just a really pretty all winter long quilt. And that is 63 by 90. So it's a really good size. Comes with everything. You have to provide your own back. But really pretty, very simple quilt to make. Not hard at all. So fun to just whip that out. Some of it is a panel, and some of it is just fussy cutting some of the background fabrics. So very pretty. Love it. Love easy things, and this is one of them, and makes a really, really stunning project. Okay, we're going to move down here, and then what we're going to do is send you back around there. So we have this really, really fun Maywood flannel. We love Maywood flannel. This is probably going to be in one of my Stripology Quickies project. Really cool. I don't know that you can see it. We had quilt projects made out of this. There were panels. There were 2 different panels, 2 different quilts. Those sold out at the trunk show. But then we got in these fabulous fat quarter packs. So the fat quarter pack is going to be really fun to do something with. We are going to try to get more of the panels and the fabrics in, but can't guarantee. I think they're reprinting them. They said they're reprinting them, and they should be available in September. But that remains to be seen. So, so lots of fat quarter packs of these. Really fun. We're going to shoot you down this way. Yep. And we're going to look at, poor girl, we're going to look at the hat before we go to the front. So we have my little Halloween hat, my little witch's hat. Yes, you can put it on. It does fit. It does absolutely fit. And really simple to make. I thought it was, you know, when you make stuff like this, this can either go good or not so good. This went really good. I did deviate from the pattern a little bit, in that when they told you to make the top of the hat, the pointy part of this hat, what she wanted you to do was to take your fabric and quilt it like you would. Your outside, your batting, and then your lining, and quilt it all, cut it out, and sew it together. And then, you know, you're going to have a seam that's exposed on the inside. She wanted you to bind that seam going all the way up into the point. I said, not in my lifetime. So that didn't happen. So what I did was I just, I quilted my outside and my batting, made my, sewed my seam for my hat. Then I took my lining and I sewed my lining together and just tucked it up inside, left this, this is all going to be open, and I had to bind this anyways and bring it around anyways. So that's what I did, no binding going up inside. Then the hat part, this part has is quilted on top, and then it quilted actually all the way through. It has some like Timtex on the inside, a little bit of batting, and then your fabrics, and then you quilt those, and it actually fit. So this can be a disaster. So either this circle is going to fit in this circle, and a lot of times you look at it and go, oh, please God, please, 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 please fit. It fit perfect. I don't know. I was very lucky. It all fit perfect when I sewed that around in a circle, so it went together really fun and fast, and then I lost my bow. And then you make a really fun bow to stick it on, and really cute. Fun project. We do not have kits for this, but we do have the little pattern. So she also has a version where she takes all kinds of little scraps of black and, of black fabrics, sews them together to make this pointy part of your hat, but that would take more time than I have to spend. But it would be a great way to use up some of your scraps of black Halloween fabric to do that. Okay, I'm going to have you swing around the front, because then we're going to kind of do a couple little demos. Yes, we have some fun demos. I have some fun stuff to show you. I'm going to take a little sip of water. We have, yeah, we do need more light. Thank you. We have that kind of from the same line of fabric as the Stars Over Bethlehem quilt. We have this little advent calendar, and we sold out of this at the first trunk show, and I was able to get another bolt from Riley Blake. So we ordered up another bolt, and we made more kits. So your kits will come with the front, the back, and the binding to make this. And let me show you how this works, because you know, we get a lot of, not a lot, every year there are a few advent calendars that you can make and put together. And, you know, they can get a little putsy. The last thing that I really want to do is sit and make 24 of these little pockets to put on something. And sometimes they have you sew little pockets and then sew them on. So I can't do that. We have to find a better way. And so they have come up with a better way, and I always buy the ones that go together easy. Because I know you love your little ones, and you love those who you're going to give an advent calendar to, but you don't have to spend 6 years making little pockets. So this advent calendar, and then I'm going to have you swoop up high and look at the Noel one, which is done exactly the same way. That also comes as a kit. It has the panel, the backing, and the binding. So the little Noel calendar goes together exactly the same way. So to make one of these, you have this panel. This is your panel. And all you need to do is fold it on the line. So you're going to cut this up. These are the instructions on this side. You're going to fold it at the top of the pocket and fold it up. And I'm going to not do a really beautiful job, but that folds up, because very quickly you're going to see how it all goes together. Now my fold is in the way. But you're just going to pick this up, fold it up. Pick this up, fold it up. All you're going to do is press those really nice. Press, press, and press. And then what I would do is put this on top of your batting and your backing. And of course, when you press this and you lay it out, it's going to be all nice and lined up. And all you have to do is sew right up this line. And sew up this line. Right here, 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 here. Done. Put your binding on. You're good to go. You do not have to make each and every one of these little pockets individually and put it on. So this is the one, these are the ones that I always look for because they're easy.
What's the name of the flannel fat quarter pack?
Oh, the flannel fat quarter pack from Maywood is called Holly Jolly. And it has little mittens. I can. It's so cute.
Let's just see that label.
Oh, here's the label. Let me show you some of the fat quarters in here, if I can get it undone. Come on. I know. This is the cutest fabric, you guys, ever. That's why it's sold out, right away. So here's one of the fat quarters.
Oh, goodness.
You know, then you have your basics, which are really great. Here's another one. Check out these little guys. They're so happy. More basic-y ones. These are very sweet. Oh, look at the snowflakes. Are awesome. Then you'll have the red guys. Some more little basic-y ones. Here's the little black ones. More little snowmen in their little stockings. And we do have yardage of, I think, most everything. We might have sold out of a couple, but we have most of them. So this one is now going to become mine since I ripped it open.
Well, you were planning on getting one already.
I was planning on getting one anyways. So this one's now mine. But I like it all tied up for a while, you know, so you can look at it and touch it because it's all pretty like that. But it's pretty like this too. So those are your main fabrics. Really super pretty. Very fun. So that's your Holly Jolly fat quarter pack. So everybody get how this goes together. Super fast, super easy, so fun. you know, and then you can just put it out for the holidays and give it to the little ones for the holidays. Really fun. So that's that. What else am I missing up here so far? Okay, let's look at, well, I got a couple things. First of all, our new niftiest, I know you guys don't need these and you never ever have to use them, but I do have 2 new seam rippers to show you today. I know you don't need it, but you know, you could get one and give it to a friend because you know your friend needs one. So I have 2 seam rippers. So this is called Seam Fix, and we've had some that were similar, and these are really fun. So this opens up on either side, so you have a larger side and then a smaller side of your seam ripper. So that's kind of nice. And then it does have, and I'll show you how this works in a minute, these little ends on here are kind of like a little erasers, so that when you rip out something and those little threads get stuck in there, you don't have to sit and pick. These will pull those right out of your fabric. So really comfortable to hold. It has like a little rubberized thing here. It has a small arrow and a large arrow, so you can tell which side has the small ripper and then which side has the large ripper, which is kind of nice too. So really nice. It comes in several colors. We have those. Just buy one. You know, yeah. Just in case. Just in case. You know, you could buy one and say it's for your friend and it can be for you. We'll never tell. The other thing that's really handy, and I show this every once in a while, and I'm amazed at how many people don't have one. And I don't know. I use it all the time. I use it a lot, probably. Sometimes. Some days I use it all the time. Other days I don't. So we had some that were called zip rippers. They were gray. And then we just couldn't get them anymore. The manufacturer wouldn't sell them and blah, blah, blah. But we have found some new ones. And so now they're purple. Purple's better anyways. They're a little bit thinner. I think they're a little bit bigger, so they're a little easier to hold than the old ones were. It's got kind of like a little razor. I guess you could use it to, I was going to try shaving Bailey with it, but I don't think she'd like that. So I'm not going to do it. And it has a little on-off switch, takes a battery, and to rip something out, if you've ever had to rip out something big and long, if you ever have to rip out like a border or something, one time I had to rip a border out, it was like, oh my God. And all you do is just run it right along. It does not rip your fabric. It does not tear. It just goes right along. And this is how quickly you can rip something out. And this was like stitched regular. Now I need this.
Now you need that.
And now this will just pull those little stitches right out and gets it right out of the way. And like over here where it's really stuck, just pulls that right off. So this is amazing. If you don't have a zip ripper, you absolutely have to have a zip ripper in your thing. And so I was using one, and then some customers wanted them, and I said, I'm sorry, I can't get them anymore. I found them one place, and I ordered whatever they had, and now we were able to find some more. So PP20 gets you 20% off these for Patchwork Party Special. So don't forget to like us and share us and comment so your name goes in. You might win a prize at the end of the night. The other thing that was, well, there were a lot of things that were a big hit at the trunk show, were these little baskets. These are called tiny treat baskets. And I know, should I set it down? Is that better? Tiny treat baskets. Super fun and easy to make. So don't just think Christmas. Think Halloween. So I'm doing some for Halloween. You could put your little Halloween candy in for the kids at school, whatever. Valentine's Day with little Valentine's treats in. Wedding showers or baby showers or parties. You could make these. They whip up really fast. They're really easy to do. I'm going to show you how to do it tonight. I'm going to turn my iron on. And they're a lot of fun to do. So these were selling like crazy, and we have some more in. I know, they're so cute. So what you're going to pick up is, it's a pattern and the template together. Pattern, everything that you need. This one's kind of falling apart here. But a pattern and a template to make these. So I'm going to tell you how to make them, And I'm telling you that in the amount of time that it takes me to tell you how to make one of these, you could make like 3. So once you make one, you can zip right through and make a whole bunch. So you're going to want to take out your template. And these little templates are great, but I find that they're a little slippery. So we have these, and there's all different brands of these. And this is the brand that I kind of like the best. And let me tell you what. These are from, these are called No Slip Grip Dots. So you can put this on anything that's slipping too much. I was even like looking at my mat here, and my mat slips around a lot. I could put these on my mat and keep my mat from slipping around. But they're very thin. They're just little rubber, sticky rubber things. But they're very, very thin. Some of the little sticks, so you can see how this is moving along all the time. I put one of these in this corner, and you can see that it's not moving at all. So I would probably, I might just try putting one in each corner. So if I do that, it's not going to move. Now this does not, the whole board moves, but not my little template. So you can put these on the bottom of your rulers and things. And I like them because they're super thin. Some of the other little stick on the bottom things are thick. And then I find that like my ruler will do like one of these kind of things. I don't like that when then it wobbles around that way. That's not any good either. So No Grip Dots, they're the best. So that's my other little nifty notion for tonight. So we're going to start out making one of these guys. Oops, I should have flipped. I thought I layered everything in order, but that doesn't mean anything right now. Okay. All right, so you're going to start out, what you need are 2 fronts and 2 linings. So on, what have I got here? Here and here. Okay. So here's like a little Halloween one. So I took 2 pieces of fabric. I think they were about 6 inches square I started out with, and I quilted them. So you can kind of see how I quilted these. Scraps of batting. Oh, you will use up your scraps. I don't know. I haven't made a dent. I used a lot, and there's still a lot. But especially if you're doing like machine embroidery, you end up with all kinds of little scraps of this thinner batting. So just 2 pieces of batting, 2 pieces of fabric for your outside, and then you need 2 pieces of fabric for your inside, and then put some SF101 on there, just a little lightweight iron-on interfacing on the inside, just to give that a little bit of a body, and that's all you need to do. You do not have, it's not, it's not written in stone that you have to quilt these. Like my little sample here, this little sample is not quilted, and it is just as cute as can be. So you do not have to take the time to quilt them. That's okay. I'll never tell. It's fine. Quilt them, don't quilt them. They're adorable. Doesn't matter. It's all good. All right, so you're going to do that. Batting goes on the outside one. Interfacing goes on the inside. Then at that point, let me find one that I haven't already done something with. Here we go. I'm going to do that. So I take this, and the instructions tell you to take it and, let me get a Frixion pen here. I'm going to take it and trace all the way around and cut it out with a scissors. Anytime I have a straight line on something, I use the straight line. I mean, I'm not going to trace around. You can, if you want to, trace around the straight. You've got a straight edge here, here, and here, and then you've got this little curve. Can you all see how that looks? So what I start and I do is I take it and I cut my straight edges. So I'm going to use my template and cut my straight edges. If you have like the mat that rotates, perfect. Use that. So I cut those 3 sides first. In fact, I'll layer both of mine on there, and you can do that all at the same time. At that point, then I will take and use a Frixion pen or whatever and draw your curved line here. And then you need to draw your little boxed corners. Okay? So those are the things that I would use as scissors to cut out. But much faster if you go here and here, and then just use the scissors to cut your curve. I tried like my small little rotary cutter, Well, I have a little one. Yeah, it still didn't really make this curve down here. So I tried, didn't work. So don't do that part. On the inside of this, now of course it's on the inside of that is, lost it. Okay. Because it's still in the bag. Okay, so when you get your template, it comes like this. There's a little piece in here. This little piece makes a little pocket that goes on the inside of your little bag. And that little pocket is big enough to put a little gift card in. Okay, so it's fun. You could put a little gift card, some candy, one of these at everybody's spot at Christmas or even Thanksgiving. I understand not everybody is gift card worthy, so you don't have to put the pocket in there. Nobody will know. Don't put the pocket in, just put candy in, put it at everybody's spot during Thanksgiving or Christmas. They'll be happy as can be. So that's okay. But you can put the pocket in there and put a little gift card and some other little treats in there. You do you. Okay. So where am I at here? We're going to kind of go back. So here we are. So you're going to have all this cut out. If you're going to make a pocket, you're going to want to have a little piece of fabric. Here's a little piece of fabric. And you're going to want to add a little piece of batting to make your little pocket. And on here, you are probably not ever going to be able to, there you go. That's not too bad. It says place on fold. Remember when we were sewing clothes? Remember when you were sewing clothes and you'd place something on the fold like so, and then when you opened it up, you had the whole back of your shirt or the whole top of your collar because you placed it on the fold? That's what you're going to do with this little pocket piece. And it has, as you can see, little sashed lines so that if you wanted to be really fussy, you could fussy cut that little pocket so that little dog would be in there. So you can kind of see where your little design is going to be on your pocket, okay, if you wanted to do that. So that's going to be your pocket. You're going to lay it on the fold, cut it right sides together, stitch your little edges, turn it right side out, use your point turner to turn your little points, and press, and that's all that it takes to make a little pocket. You can do that super fast, and it's big enough to hold your little gift card. So first step, once you get that cut out and you make your little pocket, is to sew your little pieces together. So you're going to end up with 4 little pieces that are going to look like this, and I'll show you how to do that pocket in a second. So you're going to end up with 4 little pieces. 2 are going to be your lining with your SF101. 2 will have batting on it to be your outside. Okay. If you're going to add your pocket, let's take a look at that for half a second. So the first thing you're going to do is, I'm going to do it on here so you can kind of see. Do I have any other little scrappy? I've got so many of these little guys made up and ready to go. Okay. So on your little template here is a little slit at the bottom. See that little slit? You're going to line that up, say on the bottom of your pattern piece, but on the right side of your fabric. Okay, and then you're going to use a pencil, and you're just going to, or a Frixion pen or whatever, you're going to draw a line. And what that's going to do is it's going to make a line going across right along here. Then when you put your pocket on, you're going to take the raw edge of your pocket, and you're going to overlap the little line that you draw just a little bit. You're going to stitch right across the bottom, flip it up, stitch up your sides, and you're done. So that little line tells you where to put that little pocket so that it lines up just perfectly. So this will fold down, this will be your bottom, and you're all good. So it shows you exactly where to put that little pocket. Okay, super easy, right? You can do that. That's super easy. At that point, you're going to sew your lining pieces together just across the bottom, and the same with your outside. These guys are not going to go together, but we're pretending. So this little fabric, this is part of that cat fabric that was on our little charming quilt. So super cute. Hi, Joe. Say hi to Joe. He's in California for work today, so that's why he's not here videotaping us. So say hey. He's far, far away from home. So this is our cat fabric, and no cats on this. So lots and lots of cute little fabrics for that. And, oh, they're down at the bottom, so they're really too hard to see. So what you're going to do is lay these together, right sides together. Right sides together here. Stitch across. You're going to stitch across the entire bottom on the outside. Get that? And then you're going to press your seam open. And then you're going to just stitch like 1/8 of an inch from your seam line. Okay, that just keeps everything open, keeps everything flat, helps it to kind of sit nice on the bottom. Then, your instructions don't tell you this, which I thought was a little weird, but you're going to do the same for your lining, except you're going to leave a hole for turning. Okay, and before you sew everything together, take this also and press your seams open. So look at how nice that looks in the bottom. So it's nice and flat, because later on you're going to turn it through here, and then you're just going to stitch up that hole. So if you press that nice and flat and open, it's going to look beautiful when you're all done. Alrighty? Then the next thing you're going to do, where's my next thing? Here's your next thing. The next thing you're going to do on this, as well as the lining, you're going to sew up your sides. You can do that, right? Got it? Easy? Now you're going to press these open, and to press these open, I used my little pressing bar, and I just slide this onto my little pressing bar, and my iron turned off, so I don't know how well it's going to work, and I just press that open. Because you know, if you don't have that, and you're trying to press it here, even with a little iron, you end up pressing in more creases than you get out. So just slide this. This was perfect. It just slid right on, and press it. Flipped it, did the same on the other side. Same on my little lining. Okay? You can do that, right? Alrighty. Then the next thing you're going to do is just pinch and make your little boxed corners down here. Pinch those. Stitch across. Do the same on your lining. Ta-da! Super simple, right? So you end up with this. So here's my lining, and then I just tucked in the inside of my bag, right sides together. Then it tells you to sew this at 1/4 of an inch from the top, and then come back and trim it to 1/8 of an inch. Well, you know what? If you take this and just stitch this at 1/8 of an inch, your life is going to be a lot happier. I did kind of shorten up my stitch to like maybe a 1.5, so I have a much shorter stitch. A shorter stitch will help you make a nicer curve, and then it'll make this a little bit stronger, and so that when you turn it, it's just going to be really nice. So just stitch this at 1/4 of an inch. Your life is going to be so much happier than sitting trimming all of those. And then
the wool pressing bar available?
It is not on the Patchwork Party section of the website tonight. We've had it on there before, but we do have them at the store. They come in 2 sizes. There's a 21-ish inch, 21 inch, 24 inch. Like I said, 24 inch and 12 inch. Okay, 24 and 12. So these are great. Anytime I have to press a seam open, I use this. Yeah. I mean, the curve on it, I don't really have something that's the same. Now that I ripped my seam out, the curve on it kind of just makes your seam open up when you're pressing something flat. So you're not like pushing it to try to get it to open. Just the curve just makes it kind of curve open. Makes it a lot easier to press things open. So that's a great tool. Great tool to have. So we do that. So we're going to turn it right side out. And then the fun begins. Uh-oh, did I lose my, I did. Okay. I took a new one because this one was all icky. Then we have to make this cute little handle. how adorable is this little gathered up handle? You're like, I don't want to gather anything. Well, guess what? You're not going to gather anything. So what you're going to do to make this, and I think that was, you're going to take a piece of ribbon. This is like a grosgrain ribbon. This was a little polka dot grosgrain, you know, whatever you have. It would start out be 27 inches long, and then you're going to fold it in half. You're going to fold it in half this way. Okay? You're going to fold it in half this way, which I've already done. And then I left a little space from here, so I didn't line up both of the edges of my ribbon right on top of one another. This is not in the instructions, but this is what I did, and I found it works really good. So I didn't line up both of my edges. This is back, about a ½ inch. So one edge is a ½ inch back from the other edge. And then you're simply going to make sure that you put matching thread in your bobbin as well as the top, and stitch about 1/8 of an inch from each side, from each edge. Okay? You can do that, right? There's no turning. You don't have to turn anything. Right there. Then you're going to take this, in my world, is a pipe cleaner. They are not pipe cleaners anymore. When somebody tells you that you need a chenille stem, this is a chenille stem.
Sorry, it's
Apparently, I'm sorry, it's a pipe cleaner. You know, maybe people, well, yeah, I know they don't have pipes anymore. Or maybe the people who have pipes don't clean them. I don't know. But they're not pipe cleaners anymore. They're chenille stems. Anyway, so you're going to take your length of chenille stem, which is about 8½ inches long. And then you're just going to take the edges of each one of those and just fold it down. Because, you know, you don't want that pokey wire to poke through the end of your ribbon. So that just gives you a nice soft edge. And I already used this one. Yours will be nice and straight. It won't matter in a minute. And then you're simply going to slide that right through your ribbon. Just like that. Just like this. And you're going to get it all the way down to the end.
Everyone agrees with you, it's a pipe cleaner?
It's a pipe cleaner. I don't care what they say. But if you see something and you go, what the heck is a chenille stem? Pipe cleaner. Okay, so there's that. And so now here's the kind of the trick that I had. So instead of having like this double edge thickness that you have to turn over, you're just going to, it tells you to, the instructions actually tell you to like stitch across this end. And then you're going to stitch across this end. And that will catch your pipe cleaner in there and hold it in place. So you're just going to stitch across this end, and then you can stitch it or hot glue it right to the inside. In my life, I hot glue. So this all, and I don't have it really nicely done, but it'll only take you a minute to like gather it up. Once you hot glue it on there, then you can kind of, you know, you can fix your little ruffles and ruffle it on there. Easiest handle, I swear to God, I've ever made. Are you with me on that? Yeah, I'm like, okay, now what can I use this method for something else? I'm sure we'll come up with something. Watch next time. Oop, our lights are going out.
Oh, somebody said tooth fairy bags.
Tooth fairy bags. Yeah, see, leave it to you guys. Yeah, super easy. Little scraps of, you know, they can be for any holiday. I mean, how much fabric do you need? 2 6-inch squares to make an inside or an outside. That's all you need. And, oh, there was one other thing on the little template that I want to tell you about. Okay, right here. I don't know if we can see it now. But on here, I had that blue fabric and things showed up nice on the blue fabric. So let's do that. See how this has this like little curve etched in it? That kind of tells you where your top is going to fold down. Okay, so you can see this curve is going right there. So that if you have a little fabric that you want to fussy cut something, you know where you want that, you know, the little Santa head or the little reindeer head or whatever to end up in this little circle here. So you're not cutting his head off. You don't want to cut off Santa's head or...
Thoughtful,
yeah, it's really nice. So that you can, yeah, it's really well thought out little template, really fun. You can make it for lots of things. Those little 2 tabby things help a lot. You could throw one on here too.
Someone said a sewing goodie bag next to your machine.
Oh, yeah. So you guys have the best ideas. There's probably 151 ideas to use this little bag for, but it is super cute. Love this little bag a lot. So you'll be getting, in order to make it, you're going to get the template and pattern kit to make all of that. Ta-da, ta-da. Makes a great, great little gifts. Great little gifts. Then the newest thing, and they're not up for purchase yet. I know, like Jean's head is just like ready to explode.
So
Mine
excited.
too. Mine too. I'm so super excited about this. It's going to be so much fun. I'm just going to throw all those little guys over there. We have couple brand new things. They just came in. So this fabric, this is what they call waxed canvas. Can you see it's kind of heavy? It's kind of crunchy.
Crunch it up with your hands.
I can crunch it up with my hands.
And then
It gives a really great designs in it. It's really cool. So we're going to use it it's awesome. It's awesome to work with. I like it better than cork or leather. It's a little bit thinner. It's easier to work with. It's kind of this stuff that like really cool bags are made out of that you like buy online for like $300.
water-resistant.
It is waterproof and water resistant. Easy to sew through. Right now we just have the 2 colors, and we're going to start out with a really super basic, fabulous bag. It's called the Fremont.
I embroider that all the time.
Oh yeah, you could
For
throw an
embroiders.
embroider something on it too. Like I said, we only have the 2 colors right now. We're going to add more colors. I wanted to get it in, give it a try. This is the bag. This is a new kind of cool, really slick, like young girls, college girls. I love this kind of bag to carry all my stuff in. It really looks like a commercially made, very rugged, tough bag. They're awesome. So this is going to be the first bag we're going to make. It's a beginning bag. It takes 4 to 6 hours. So we will have a class. It just came in. We're waiting for the hardware pack to come in. So when you purchase these, the hardware pack comes with everything that you need, and it has cool grommets and rivets and buckles and stuff, and they're really heavy duty. They're more heavy duty than your Bianni or your Sally Tomato. So they are really, as you can see, I'm going to show you here. I didn't open this up yet. I don't want to, but I'll show you. So yes, so this is cool. So you can see the leather straps are already in there with little holes in them. Serious zippers, little grommets and the little doodads and the little rivets and all of that kind of stuff come with it. So everything that you need to make your particular bag is in this bag, and you can pick out different colors, finishes for your hardware as well. So we're going to be doing that. So this is not the hardware bag for this. Unfortunately, the hardware bag for this is back ordered. And I really liked this bag. So I'm going to start with this bag, which is the advanced bag, which takes 8 to 12 hours to make. So I do feel like I have like some kind of disease coming on, so I think I'm going to have to take off the rest of the week. I'm going to be sick the rest of the week, so I think I'm going to have to like stay home. Do you need closer? Very cool backpack. Super cool backpack. And I have some kind of cool ideas for this pockety thing. So I'm going to do it out of these 2 colors. So this is the extremely super cool pack of goo gags that goes with it. And then these are my instructions. Okay, I think it's going to take me the afternoon to like go over the instructions. So there's like lots of instructions. But it's going to be super cool when it's done. And this canvas is a lot of fun to work with. We're going to have lots of tips and tricks on of working with it. And it's just a really, really cool thing. We'll have colors available, so we can get more colors and add more colors as we go along. I just kind of want to get it started. I'm probably not going to be able to wait. I'm probably going to have to work on this advanced one before I do the, but that's pretty much me. I always do the advanced thing first.
You can do the advanced one first.
I could do
then
the
you
advanced
can do
one first. It's just not going to take me an afternoon. And we'll see if it takes me 8 to 12 hours. I'll time it out. Probably more like 12. I don't know yet. I'm so excited. It's going to be a really, really cool bag. And even for guys, like a cool backpack for the guys. Really cool bags for guys. Yeah, really cool. So really fun thing to work with. I think we're going to like it better than the cork, better than the leather. So just a really slick thing. So that's a little thing that's happening. Okay, what else? What else can I tell you? Do you have any other questions? Are there things that I need to tell you about? There are a couple other kits that I did not tell you about that are on the web's PP20 on the website. Don't forget to like us and comment. Up on top, can you show up there? Can you get up there? Can you look up there? We have that little cute little table topper. That is called, the one is called the Candy Stripe table topper with the little stars on it. That is from Kansas Trouble. And we have the little kit for that.
So they can see the colors of the, turn it around.
Oh, I'm sorry. There you go. So you can see it a little better.
Those are the colors there.
Yeah, very fun. Then the other one is called Tree Farm Runner. That's this one. I'll flip it around. The fabric for this is really sweet as well. So here's the fabric. Yeah, that's really pretty. And then this one over here, let me grab it. This one is adorable. This is the Easy Log Cabin Easy Peasy Runner. This whole center is a cheater fabric. So all of these are already made. You're just cutting this out and putting it in the center. So that's this one. Yeah, so you're not making each one of these little log cabins. Oh, no, we won't make you do that. So the whole center is a cheater panel. So much fun. So the backing is included in this one. I'm not sure about the other two. Backing is needed for that one, and I think backing is needed for that one as well. So this one has the backing included. Those you have to add the backing for. 4 and 2. 4 and 2, and I think that we did use that backing. So a couple of cute table runners that you can whip up for the holidays and give as gifts. Anything else am I missing? I think I got it all. I think I got it all. So keep an eye open on your emails. We'll have some emails going out for some classes that are coming up in fall after summer is over, and we're looking for stuff to do, and we want to get in from the cold. We will have lots and lots of fun classes and things to do. So thank you for joining us tonight, and we will see you actually next time, 25th. It's actually going to be the third Monday of the month because the first Monday in September is Labor Day. So we've moved everything down a week. But emails will go out, and we will remind you, and then we'll remind you again. So join us on the third Monday of September. 25th, I believe it is, but don't quote me.
No, it's the 29th, isn't it?
No, 22nd. Yeah, like I said, 22nd. Something like that. Something in there. But we'll get an email out. It'll have the correct date on it so that you know what night to set aside for us. So thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we hope to see you very soon. Stop in the store. We've got new things coming in every single day. So you don't want to miss a thing. So I'm going to say good night, and we will see you soon.